What's going on, guys? It's Uptr Ethan here, and today I have another life story. As you can probably tell by the title, it's about the time that I pulled a prank on a friend, which is Cheeto Stain. And yeah, so let's start this off. I don't know what time it was, but it was in the summer, and we were just chilling. It was me, him, and another friend who also has a YouTube channel. I'll link him in the description. So shout out to him. He just started. He tells life stories. Well, he's going to tell life stories. So yeah, let's start this off. We were at his house. Just got done watching a bunch of scary videos, and me and the friend, which I'm just gonna call him Michael or Mike. So me and Mike had the good idea to troll Cheeto Stain. So basically, we just pretended like we heard a bunch of noises, and we were like actually freaking out because like we were like actually starting to hear noises, and it was like, well, we were paranoid, because we'd already been watching these videos for like 4 hours, probably not that long, like an hour and a half. And so yeah, we just had the idea to troll him and pretend that his house was haunted. So we went upstairs to go check it out, just me and Mike. And here's where things get funny. It was the worst acting ever. So we walked up the stairs, and we told Joel to just wait downstairs. So we go upstairs, and we're like walking around thinking of what we should do to like freak him out. And so we went up there, we started walking around, and I was like, wait a second, Mike, let's just turn the piano on and have it start playing stuff and pretend like we have no idea what's going on. So we do that. Sorry, this is just funny thinking back at it, but we just turned the piano on, and like we turned this, like, I don't know, it had presets on it, so we turned a preset on, and we're like, oh it just turned on by itself. So we just start running downstairs, and we're like, oh my god, and like he was like, no dude, what happened, and like the the piano just turned on by itself, and it just started playing, and it was still playing. And while we were up there, I had Michael put his handprints on the window, and so we went outside, and we were freaking out because we didn't want to go back inside. So we went outside, and I was like, no dude, look at the window. And there was like these like handprints that were like obviously fake. And he's like, dude, are you guys trolling me right now? And we're like, no dude, 100%, it turned on by itself. So we go back upstairs, and it had already been about 30 minutes into the troll, and because I don't really remember like what happened in between those parts, but all three of us go back upstairs, and we were gonna do something while he was in the room. So, oh, I forgot to mention the biggest part. Michael, while he was upstairs, but for some reason, I was like, dude, you should cut your arm so it looks like something scratched you. And like, he's like, okay. And so he just did it with no thoughts. And we went downstairs, and we're like, dude, and like we just pretended like it wasn't there. And then he's like, dude, why are there cuts on your arm? And we just started freaking out. Sorry, I was like, I needed to backtrack there because that's an important part of the story. So we went back upstairs, all three of us, fast forward, and Michael, he decided to randomly just trip over a pile of clothes, and like he was like, dude, some pushed me, and I just started running because like I was trying to freak him out. And he was just like, dude, you didn't fall over anything. And like, cause it was like the most pitiful pile of like not trash, but clothes, and it was just like sitting there, like it was not even like 4 inches tall. And like he's like, dude, I swear something touched me. And then so me and Joel ran downstairs, or Cheeto Stain, we ran downstairs, and we're like, I was freaking out, like pretending to freak out. And Michael came down and he's like, dude, I swear something touched me. Like, I promise something touched me. And he's like, come on, guys, just tell me if you're trolling. Because if you guys aren't trolling, what am I gonna do if it's a haunted house? So, we, fast forward about like an hour and a half later, we're just freaked out. Because like, we went back inside again, and I heard something behind me for real. I don't know if it was just because, like, I don't know. I swear I heard something behind me, so I just dipped. And I was freaking out, and they both thought I was joking. But, like, I legit did. And they were just like, come on. Well, Joel, or Cheeto Stain, was just like, come on. Just tell me you guys are joking, because I cannot live here if this house is haunted. After all the stuff we've seen and watched. And, like, so we go back to my house, and we sit in the living room, and we just try to listen to music. And he's like, guys, tell me you're joking now. And I was like, we're not. And so, next day, he just went home, and he's like, guys, nothing happened. And we're like, oh, well, we swear. And then, like, that's pretty much where the story starts to not get interesting at all, because we were gonna get his brother in on it, but he never did. And we just ended up telling him it was a troll, and he got mad at Michael because he actually cut himself. And yeah, it was just funny, and that's why I had to tell this story. It was a really fun few days trying to pull this off. And I think we actually went back to his house a few days later and like pretended like we heard noises again, and it just became like a little joke. But yeah, that's it. If you guys enjoyed this or had a similar like experience or like anything like that, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment, and that's been it. Peace.